Welcome back to the channel, coin lovers and Aussie treasure hunters. Today, we're counting down the top 4 most valuable and expensive 50-cent coins from Australia. Coins that have gone from simple change to incredible collector's items worth serious money in today's market. From rare silver issues to low mintage designs, these coins are the ones every collector dreams of finding. Let's get started. First up, the 1978 Australian 50-cent coin. At first glance, this coin may look like an ordinary piece of change from the late 1970s, but the truth is far more interesting. With its unique design, durable specifications, and collector demand, this coin could be worth more than you think, especially if you have one in excellent condition. To begin with some history, the Australian 50-cent coin was first introduced in 1966, when Australia made the major shift from pounds and shillings to dollars and cents. The original 1966 50-cent piece was actually struck in 80% silver, but due to rising silver prices, it was quickly withdrawn. From 1969 onwards, the coin was redesigned into the distinctive dodecagonal or 12-sided shape and made from copper nickel, the same alloy used in the 1978 issue. By the time we reached 1978, the coin had become a familiar staple of everyday transactions. The reverse design of the 1978 coin is iconic. It features the Australian coat of arms, with the kangaroo and emu standing proudly on either side of the shield. The shield itself is divided into 6 sections, representing the 6 Australian states, topped by the 7-pointed Commonwealth star. Around this official emblem, the Latin script reads 50 cents. This design was the work of the great Stuart Devlin, Australia's official goldsmith and a master coin designer. His work gave Australian coins a sense of national pride and timeless appeal. On the obverse side, we see the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, as was standard on all Australian coins of the period. The effigy used in 1978 was the second official portrait of the Queen, created by sculptor Arnold Machin. It shows her wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, facing right, with the inscription Elizabeth II, Australia, 1978. This portrait was used on Australian coinage from 1966 through to 1984, making it instantly recognizable to collectors. When it comes to specifications, the 1978 50-cent coin follows the standard copper-nickel design. It weighs 15.55 grams, making it one of the heaviest circulating Australian coins, and measures 31.5 millimeters across. Its 12-sided shape makes it easy to identify by touch, while its thickness and reeded edges give it durability. These specifications remain largely unchanged to this day, proving how practical and enduring the design truly is. Now, what makes the 1978 coin particularly interesting is its mintage. In that year, the Royal Australian Mint produced approximately 25.6 million coins for circulation. While that means the coin isn't considered rare in the sense of low mintage, over time, the survival of high-grade coins has become less common. Circulated examples are plentiful, but uncirculated or proof strikes are where the real value lies. Condition plays a huge role in determining the value of your coin. A heavily circulated coin in red or worn condition may only be worth face value, about 50 cents, or perhaps slightly more to an entry-level collector. However, coins in very fine or extremely fine condition can be worth $2 to $5 Australian dollars, while coins in uncirculated condition can jump to $10 to $20 UD-proof strikes, which were minted in smaller numbers and often included in official mint sets, can command anywhere between $30 and $80 Australian dollars, depending on demand. But here's the key. Collectors are always seeking coins that represent complete year sets. If you're putting together a full collection of Australian 50-cent pieces from 1969 onwards, you'll need a 1978 example to complete it. That built-in demand ensures that this coin always has a steady market, even if its mintage wasn't particularly low. The market demand for 1970s Australian coins is growing steadily. Younger collectors are beginning to explore decimal coins from this era, and nostalgia plays a big role in driving that demand. People who grew up using these coins are now turning to collecting them, increasing the interest in coins like the 1978 50-cent piece. This ensures a bright future for its long-term value, especially in higher grades. Now, can the 1978 50-cent coin make you a millionaire? On its own, probably not. But as part of a larger, carefully curated collection, coins like these absolutely contribute to a portfolio that can grow significantly in value. Collectors who hold uncirculated or proof examples of every decimal coin year can, over decades, accumulate collections worth thousands, and in rare cases, even millions. It's all about condition, rarity, and building complete sets. Beyond value, the 1978 50-cent coin carries another kind of wealth, cultural significance. With its coat of arms reverse and regal portrait obverse, it tells the story of Australia's national identity during the late 20th century. These coins circulated in everyday life, passing through the hands of millions of Australians, making them shared cultural artifacts that connect us all. If you're looking to add one to your collection, here's a tip. Try to hunt down an uncirculated or proof version. These coins often come from mint sets released by the Royal Australian Mint in 1978 and are much more valuable than those that have circulated. Investing in higher-grade examples will always give you better returns in the long run. International collectors also play a role in boosting the value of this coin. Many coin enthusiasts overseas love collecting coins that feature national symbols like the kangaroo and emu, which are unique to Australia. This global demand means the 1978 50-cent piece isn't just popular locally, but also on the international numismatic stage. Another exciting aspect of this coin is the possibility of mint errors. Occasionally, coins leave the mint with double strikes, off-center strikes, or planchet flaws. These error coins can sell for hundreds, even thousands of dollars, depending on their uniqueness and condition. So, it's always worth taking a close look at your 1978 50-cent coin to see if it has any unusual features. The 1978 Australian 50-cent coin may not seem like the rarest or most valuable coin at first glance, but it holds lasting appeal for collectors. With its historic coat of arms design, robust specifications, and steady demand, it's a coin that continues to play an important role in Australian numismatics. So, next time you come across a 1978 50-cent coin, even in circulated or red condition, take a closer look. Because while it may not make you a millionaire overnight, it's still a piece of history worth far more than just 50 cents, especially in the right condition. And if you're lucky enough to have a proof version, you might just be holding on to a true collector's treasure. Next up, the 2007 Australian 50-cent coin, a coin that may look like an everyday piece of change, but when held in excellent condition, it has far more to tell us. From its history to its design, from its cultural symbolism to its market value, this coin proves that even modern pieces can become powerful assets in your collection. To begin with a little history, the 50-cent coin was first introduced in 1966 when Australia converted to decimal currency. After the short-lived round silver 50 cent, which was withdrawn due to silver prices, the familiar 12-sided copper-nickel coin became the new standard. By 2007, this design was already deeply embedded in Australian life, having circulated for decades, but it retained its national symbolism and sense of identity. The reverse design of the 2007 coin features the Australian coat of arms, with the mighty kangaroo and the emu proudly standing on either side of the shield. Within the shield are the 6 sections, each representing one of Australia's states, crowned by the iconic Commonwealth star. Beneath it all sits the denomination inscription, 50 cents. This design, created by master coin designer Stuart Devlin, has remained one of the longest-standing reverse designs in modern Australian numismatics. On the obverse side, we find the regal portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. The effigy used in 2007 was designed by Ian Rank Broadley, and it shows the Queen facing right, with a more mature and realistic representation compared to earlier portraits. Around the portrait, the Latin script reads Elizabeth II Australia 2007. This portrait is widely admired for its accuracy and dignity, making it a fitting emblem for coins of the new millennium. When it comes to specifications, the 2007 50-cent coin follows the standard that has remained unchanged for decades. It is struck in copper-nickel, weighs 15.55 grams, and measures 31.5 millimeters across, with a distinctive dodecagonal or 12-sided shape. Its thickness is 2.55 millimeters, and its edge is plain, making it easy to distinguish from other coins in the pocket by both touch and sight. The mintage of the 2007 50-cent coin was substantial, with millions produced for circulation by the Royal Australian Mint. This means that the coin is not rare in the traditional sense. However, the survival of coins in excellent, uncirculated condition is where the rarity emerges. Everyday circulation quickly wears down details on the coat of arms and the Queen's portrait, so finding one with a sharp strike and luster still intact is becoming harder every year. Now let's talk about value. A circulated 2007 coin generally only carries face value, about 50 cents AUD, unless it has a unique error. But in uncirculated condition, its value can rise to between $5 and $12 Australian, depending on the quality of the strike. Collectors seeking complete sets of 50-cent coins from every year are willing to pay extra for high-grade examples. If you happen to own a coin from an official 2007 mint or proof set, its value can easily be $20 to $50 Australian or more. One fascinating aspect is the collector demand for error coins from 2007. Some examples left the mint with off-center strikes, double strikes, or incorrect planchets. These error coins are incredibly rare and can fetch anywhere from hundreds to even thousands of dollars, depending on the nature of the error and the condition of the coin. This is where the dream of turning pocket change into a small fortune becomes a reality. The 2007 50-cent coin also benefits from international appeal. Collectors from around the world are drawn to Australian coins because of their unique designs and national symbols. The kangaroo and emu are instantly recognizable as icons of Australia, making the coin desirable far beyond Australian shores. This global interest plays a key role in keeping the market value strong and steady. Another reason the 2007 coin remains significant is its connection to an era. Coins often serve as silent time capsules, and this piece reminds us of Australia in the mid-2000s, a country proud of its heritage and traditions, yet also moving forward into a new century. Holding this coin is like holding a little piece of history from that year, whether you lived through it or not. For investors and collectors, the real key lies in grading and condition. Coins graded as uncirculated or proof have far higher demand than those that have seen heavy circulation. If you're serious about collecting, aim for coins in mint condition. Over time, these are the coins that appreciate most in value, especially when complete collections from every year are assembled. Some collectors even choose to hoard coins by year, keeping dozens of 2007 coins aside in hopes that, in the future, the surviving population in good condition will be lower, driving up value. While it's a slow game, this strategy has proven profitable for many who collected coins from earlier decades. So, can the 2007 50-cent coin make you a millionaire? On its own, probably not. But in combination with rare proof strikes, unique error coins, and complete sets of 50-cent issues, it could certainly be a stepping stone toward building a collection that's worth tens of thousands of dollars. And as collectors know, once you start, the value of your collection grows faster than you ever expected. What makes this coin especially rewarding is not just its dollar value, but the joy of ownership. The detail of the coat of arms, the historical portrait of the Queen, and the feel of the 12-sided shape in your hand. All of these details make it a collectible worth keeping, even if you never plan to sell it. Coins like this remind us that value isn't always measured in money, but also in cultural significance and personal pride. The 2007 Australian 50-cent coin may not be the rarest coin in circulation, but in excellent condition. It is a jewel for any serious collector. It's designed by Stuart Devlin, the dignified effigy by Ian Rank Broadley, and its enduring specifications make it a coin that will always be in demand. For those who are lucky enough to have pristine examples, or even rarer error strikes, this coin could indeed be worth far more than just 50 cents. So next time you find a 2007 50-cent coin in excellent condition, don't just spend it. Look at it closely, appreciate its detail, and consider adding it to your collection. Because who knows, that small decision today might lead you one step closer to a collection worth a fortune tomorrow. Next up, the 1981 Australian 50-cent coin. It might look like an everyday piece of pocket change, but in very fine condition. This coin holds stories of design, production, and hidden value that could surprise even seasoned collectors. By the end of this video, you'll see why a simple coin from 1981 could still be a small treasure today. To begin, let's talk history. The 50-cent coin was introduced in 1966 with a round, silver version, but because of its high silver content, it was quickly withdrawn. From 1969 onwards, the familiar dodecagonal, or 12-sided copper-nickel coin took over. By the time 1981 rolled around, the Royal Australian Mint had perfected the production of this coin. But that year was unique, because coins weren't just struck in Canberra, but also overseas in London and Wales to meet Australia's circulation demand. The reverse design of the 1981 coin is the timeless Australian coat of arms, created by renowned coin designer Stuart Devlin. On it, you'll see the kangaroo and the emu proudly supporting the shield, which bears the emblems of Australia's 6 states. Above the shield sits the Commonwealth Star, symbolizing the unity of the Federation. Beneath the design rests the denomination, 50 cents. This is more than just a coin face. It's a piece of national identity, minted in metal. On the obverse side, the 1981 50-cent coin carries the elegant portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin. This effigy, which was used from 1966 until 1984, depicts the Queen wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. Around the edge, in Latin script, the words read, Elizabeth II Australia 1981. For collectors, this portrait era is particularly nostalgic, marking the Queen's youthful elegance in Australia's decimal coinage history. As for its specifications, the coin weighs 15.55 grams, has a diameter of 31.5 millimeters, and a thickness of 2.55 millimeters. It is struck in copper-nickel alloy, giving it the silvery color that has now become standard for the 50-cent piece. Its plain edge and unmistakable 12-sided shape make it easy to distinguish from any other denomination, both by sight and by touch. One of the unique aspects of the 1981 issue is its production story. Because of a high demand for coinage that year, not all coins were produced at the Royal Australian Mint. Instead, a large portion of the 1981 50-cent mintage was struck by the Royal Mint in London and the Royal Mint's branch in Llantrisant, Wales. This adds an international twist to an otherwise Australian coin, and collectors often enjoy tracing the origins of their particular pieces. In terms of mintage, the numbers were high, with tens of millions of coins produced. At first glance, this might suggest that the 1981 50-cent coin is common, and indeed, in circulated condition, it is easy to find. However, what truly separates ordinary coins from collectible coins is their condition. Coins in very fine, extremely fine, or uncirculated grades become much scarcer, especially decades later. The market value of the 1981 50-cent coin depends heavily on its condition. A circulated coin usually only trades for its face value of 50 cents. But in very fine condition, like the example we're focusing on today, it can fetch around $2 to $5 from collectors. Higher grades, such as uncirculated or mint state coins, can command values of $10 to $20, particularly if they have sharp details and original luster. Proof versions, struck in limited quantities for collectors, can sell for even more. Error coins are where the real excitement lies. A handful of error strikes from 1981, such as off-center strikes, broad strikes, or die cracks, have been documented, and these can skyrocket in value. Some rare examples have sold for hundreds of dollars at auction, proving that even modern coins can carry extraordinary value if the minting process went slightly wrong. Collectors are also drawn to the historical context. The early 1980s were a transformative time for Australia, and coins like the 1981 50 cent are tangible links to that era. They remind us of the economy, culture, and national pride of the period. Holding one of these coins in very fine condition is like holding a time capsule from 1981, a little slice of history that has survived more than 4 decades. What adds to the appeal is the coin's role in building complete collections. Many collectors aim to assemble year-by-year sets of 50-cent coins. Missing a year as ordinary as 1981 would leave a glaring hole in the timeline, so demand remains steady for coins in better grades. This steady demand means that values are unlikely to drop, making the coin a stable addition to any collection. Another interesting detail is the international production factor, which sparks curiosity among collectors. Identifying whether your 1981 coin was struck in Canberra, London, or whales adds a subtle layer of rarity and storytelling. Though not officially marked, small variations in strike quality and die characteristics sometimes hint at the origin, making this a fun puzzle for keen-eyed numismatists. So, could this coin make you a millionaire? On its own, probably not. But if you were to discover a rare 1981 era coin, or build a flawless collection of Australian 50-cent coins from every year, the combined value could grow into thousands of dollars. And in the world of coin collecting, fortunes are built not from one coin alone, but from the thrill of assembling treasures over time. Beyond money, the real joy of the 1981 50-cent coin lies in its story. It's designed by Stuart Devlin, its portrait by Arnold Machin, its massive mintage, and its international production journey all come together to create a fascinating chapter in Australian numismatics. It reminds us that every coin has a story, even the ones we think are ordinary. The 1981 Australian 50-cent coin may not be the rarest coin in circulation, but in very fine condition. It carries charm, history, and collector value that far exceed its face value. Whether you're a casual collector or a serious numismatist, this coin deserves a spot in your collection, both as a piece of national heritage and as a symbol of Australia's coinage story. So, next time you come across one, don't just spend it, appreciate it. Because that small coin in your hand could be the key to unlocking a much larger treasure tomorrow. Next up, the 2013 Australian 50-cent coin, a piece that may appear common at first glance, but actually carries a remarkable story of design, precision, and hidden value. If you've ever wondered whether a modern coin could still bring you big returns, then stick with me, because this coin might just surprise you. Let's begin with a bit of history. By 2013, the Australian 50-cent coin had already been in circulation for over 4 decades, becoming one of the most recognizable coins in the nation. Since its replacement of the silver round 50 cent in 1969, the 12-sided dodecagonal shape had become iconic. The 2013 issue continued this proud legacy, keeping alive a design that millions of Australians had grown up with in their everyday lives. The reverse design of the 2013 50-cent coin is none other than the Australian coat of arms, a masterwork created by famed designer Stuart Devlin. It features the kangaroo and the emu standing proudly on either side of the shield, which bears the emblems of the 6 states. Above rests the Commonwealth Star, a symbol of national unity. This design is more than just decoration. It's a timeless representation of Australia's heritage and sovereignty, captured in metal. On the obverse, we see the image of Queen Elizabeth II, but not just any portrait. By 2013, the Royal Australian Mint had transitioned to using the elegant Ian Rank Broadley effigy, which depicts the Queen with greater realism and maturity compared to earlier designs. Around the portrait, the Latin inscription reads, Elizabeth II Australia 2013. This combination of tradition and modern artistry makes the coin stand out even more in numismatic history. Now let's break down its specifications. The coin weighs 15.55 grams, has a diameter of 31.65 millimeters, and a thickness of about 2.55 millimeters. Struck in a durable copper-nickel alloy, its silvery appearance has made it instantly recognizable in pockets and purses across the country. The coin also carries the distinct 12-sided shape with a plain edge, making it impossible to confuse with any other denomination in circulation. In terms of mintage, the 2013 50-cent coin had a healthy production run, with millions struck to meet everyday currency demands. However, as collectors know, quantity alone doesn't determine value. What matters most is the condition. While most of the 2013 coins circulated heavily, examples preserved in excellent or uncirculated condition are much scarcer, and these are the pieces that truly catch the eye of coin enthusiasts. The market value for a circulated 2013 50-cent coin generally stays close to face value, but in excellent condition like the one we're focusing on today, the story changes. Such coins often sell in the $2 to $5 Australian dollars range to collectors who value crisp details and sharp edges. For pristine mint state examples, values can rise even higher, sometimes $10 or more, depending on the buyer and the demand at the time. But the real treasure comes from error coins. The 2013 issue, like many modern mintings, has produced its fair share of errors, from off-center strikes to die cracks and double-struck pieces. These error coins can bring values into the hundreds of dollars, with unique examples fetching even more at auctions. That's where the potential millionaire-making magic of modern coins lies, in the thrill of discovering something rare in your everyday change. Collectors also love the symbolism of the 2013 coin. It represents Australia in the 21st century, a nation firmly rooted in its history but constantly moving forward. The kangaroo and emu remind us of progress, as these animals can't walk backward, while the state emblems on the shield embody unity across a diverse land. Owning one of these coins in excellent condition means holding a piece of that story in your hands. Another fascinating aspect is the transition of effigies. The Ian Rank Broadley portrait used on this coin reflects a mature queen, a striking contrast from the youthful depictions of earlier decades. Collectors often enjoy tracing this evolution across different coinage years, and the 2013 issue fits perfectly into that narrative. It's a bridge between tradition and the modern age of numismatics. In building complete year sets, the 2013 coin is essential. Serious collectors who assemble 50-cent pieces year by year can't skip it, and that demand ensures it will always hold more value in top condition. Even if millions exist, it's those flawless, untouched coins that everyone wants, and that demand keeps the market strong. When we talk about potential, the 2013 50-cent coin may not instantly make you a millionaire on its own. But imagine finding a hoard of mint-condition rolls, or stumbling across a spectacular minting error. That's when collectors see opportunities for serious profit. It's not about face value anymore. It's about rarity, desirability, and the thrill of discovery. This coin also appeals to beginners. Its affordability, availability, and striking design make it a perfect entry point into the world of coin collecting. Many collectors today started their journey by keeping aside a shiny 50-cent coin they found in their change, and the 2013 issue continues to inspire that same sense of curiosity. In excellent condition, the coin's details shine beautifully. The kangaroo and emu leap from the surface, the shield's lines are sharp, and the queen's portrait reflects the craftsmanship of modern minting. It's coins like these that remind us why collecting is not just about wealth, but about preserving beauty and history for future generations. So, in conclusion, the 2013 Australian 50-cent coin is more than just pocket change. It's a piece of modern Australian history, a blend of artistry and symbolism, and in excellent condition, it can be a valuable collectible. Whether you hold on to it for its modest current value or hope to stumble upon a rare error worth hundreds, this coin proves that even recent issues can carry hidden treasure. Keep your eyes open, because that coin in your hand today could be tomorrow's unexpected fortune.